things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7. As it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. Got an open man, that's David Njoku, the tight end. 17 yards on the game's opening play, and a quick 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
1986, 70 Timberwolves, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Throwing, Sanders. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 27.
180. What's up?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He completes it to Evans. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Got him there. It's Kayshon Boutte. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs Bucs have a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
The Buccaneers still looking for that first win, 0-6 to start the year. Whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club that gets the need a spark out of someone. A big play on offense, turnover, take away our defense, something to get them point in the right direction. They need it quickly.
3rd and 2.
Now Mayfield. And he was caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
180! What's that?
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Trying to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
What's that?
They run for the first time. William was shot right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
To throw, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
I want to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it to the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way.
He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
He's on his way.
Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 82 yards.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Patterson.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because, you know,
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
He'll take over first and 10.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Elijah Cansey in on the stop. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And a good looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Viking 18.
Sanders to throw. Looking down, that's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
But it's certainly not shied away from throwing the football. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, but that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Let's go. Bronco Elite.
They'll try to run for it on 1st and goal. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
70 Timberwolves. Broncos.
Sanders. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. On 3rd and goal, Sanders. This is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Browns are able to widen their advantage.
On the go.
Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
19, Tiger, 19.
The Browns.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and run up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense get building any more momentum. They play awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Set. Number 20. Alert, 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 alert. Tighten up, tighten up. What's up?
They'll stay on the ground with Irvin.
He'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Third down and 1.
Set. Point it right, point it right, point it right. 180. What's what?
And he's going to have the Bucs 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Set. 180. Stop.
Oh, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second and 10.
Set. What's up?
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Over the middle, it's complete. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Set. 180. Set.
Mayfield to throw it. He's got his receiver. That's a Bucs. Throwing out a crease. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a very strong gain of 24.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This 1st half, it hasn't gone their way, and they can use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set. Regular, regular, regular. 180. What's up?
They'll give up the middle. This is right. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
He was brought down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still, a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6.
Let's get that touch. 180. What's up?
They'll stay on the ground for Gray. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards the game there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
180! What's on?
Up the middle with Wright. But he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And his kick here is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A very good start of field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I looked at repeat that Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw is Sanders. And down he goes. A Buccaneers side. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs are getting ready to go on offense.
You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody will press it a little bit. This might be the case.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Mayfield. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Mason Graham breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
20. What's that?
From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on the punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
On first down, here's Jenkins. And he's able to get across midfield and back into Buccaneer territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now Sanders. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to touchdown, but he's got the first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Sanders. Over the middle, there's a diving catch. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
First down.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And they're going to go. He's sacked back around the 28. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Looking to throw. Sanders. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw. Sanders. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is playing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Up, set. 180. What's up?
They'll try the right side here with White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
20.
Mayfield looks to throw. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
That's just what you call a chain mover right there. Nothing fancy. You get the ball out, turn back, and you're asking him to make a little bit extra out of maybe what is nothing. And he does exactly that. Picks up the first down. I can't wait till we get to the point, partner, where we're not saying chain mover, but we're saying laser pointer picks it up for the first down.
Quick throw. Mayfield completes it. And brought down about the 45-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about it getting it done? Proud of it.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
180.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
180. Stop.
Mayfield down. Now he's going to step up and run. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 35 yards that time on the punt. And they will take over first and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Ready. 19, Tiger, 19, 50 Eagles, 50 Eagles. Go.
Here's Sanders throwing to start the drive. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a second and 10.
Ready.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has now been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete on a deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Here's second and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 70, Timberwolf, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw. Sanders. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Sanders.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
Ready.
On first down, Sampson. This runs up a gain of 4 to the 41.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try to pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of 35 at the 36. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because if you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
That one's taken in by Spears.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Give up the run, Jenkins.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Ball down by Willie Gay.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive coming there. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Following the interception, Mayfield.
From you there, partner. I think you're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Shotgun handoff here to Irvin. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
180. Alert, 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 alert.
Throwing, Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
180! What's up?
They'll try it now with Irving.
And they're going to stop them on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Here we go, Scott. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Browns look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
A good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
So after a run like that, I would guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 31.
180! Done!
Here's Mayfield. Pitch and catch to Moreau to tight end. They give him 4 yards there. And it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Mayfield. The ball comes out of the hip, and they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And a throw will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
180! My man. What's up?
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Let's go!
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
What's up?
To throw, Mayfield. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Well, partner, you and I will be heading to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, Someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day has been rough. During a miraculous comeback, this offensive...
Geisman complete. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Evans, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for two.
The Bucs will set up for the two-point conversion.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! What's up?
They'll try to run it here. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the two, or I should say third and goal from the two.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it into line and surge and fire out.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking the lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Setting up a screen for Jenkins. And they'll get it down here at the 23. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And now the first throw to the backup quarterback. Working the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Well, first down, Sampson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The fourth quarter here, they got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Sanders to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's got some space here. And he makes it over. He did it on 13-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Panther 60. Panther. Ready, ready.
An inside run with Jenkins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you talk to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Hold it ready.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Ready. Mustang 19. Ready.
Throwing, Sanders. And not nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Let's go now.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
The highest metric. The city just made it sweet. We could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the indicator and they yelling.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
For 20. Watch out.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Mayfield showing he can be fleet of foot. He can get the first down.
A gain of 15 yards. And a first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And it's knocked away, incomplete.
These guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Watch out.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown save.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On the coverage defensively.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Good. 180. Done.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Start.
On the handoff, this is Jenkins.
And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Ready?
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Cleveland, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers,